and welcome back to Miss Henrik's video demo. Today I'm going to show you how to make a vanilla cake with a buttercream frosting, and then I'll show you some royal icing which you can use to color and decorate your cake as an option. Alright, let's look at our mise en place. So we'll have a little bit of milk, some flour and granulated sugar, eggs, butter, salt, and some baking powder, a little vanilla, and then for, we'll need some nonstick spray. And then for the buttercream frosting, you'll need some more butter, a little bit more milk. You'll need some powdered sugar or confectioner sugar, it's called. And then cocoa powder. And then if you have it, some coloring for dyeing the royal icing. Okay, first thing you should do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and then select your baking dishes. And you can spray them. Okay, I've got 2 circle pans. You can really do any shape you want. You can do the circle, the square, or we even have the spring form pan, which kind of springs open and makes it a little easier to take out of the pans. Set those to the side. All right, in a separate bowl, you're going to sift all of your dry ingredients except the sugar. So that's 1 cup flour, and then my baking powder and my salt. Put that all together. And then here's the other cup of flour. Kind of like helps mix it together. Separates out all the clumps. And there you go. Alright, so set the dry ingredients to the side. And then you're going to cream the butter and sugar together. So we got 1 stick of butter. If it's not room temperature, cut it into smaller pieces. It'll be easier to mix. Okay, there's 1 cup sugar. We can get this started with remember the paddle attachment. Lock it in place. Start slow. Let's see, got my other 1/2 cup here. And you want to mix this until it is light and fluffy. Alright, so now you want to just add your eggs. You know, check them for shells or bad eggs, please, in a separate ramekin. And just start mixing those in. Alright, so now slowly add in the dry ingredients. Just lift up the top just so that it doesn't get all messy. Put it back down, lock it in, slowly mix it in. So like maybe in 3 parts. Add it in slowly. And scrape down the sides as needed. All right, and last bit of mixing, we gotta add the milk and the vanilla. Ooh, careful. Go slowly. This makes it from a cookie dough into a cake dough. Let's see, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. All right. If you're using 2 baking dishes, do spread this out as evenly as possible. If it's just 1, and it's a little bit easier. All right, now put these in the oven and set a timer for, it says 33 to 35 minutes. And then I'll probably take them out for you. And then our part 2 of the lab will be the frosting and decorating. Here we go. It's the next day. So we'll make our buttercream and then our royal icing. So let's start with our buttercream. So we'll need a stick of butter. Room temperature is best, but you know, you can still cut it up into small pieces. A 1/4 cup or 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder. 1 teaspoon of, excuse me. Sorry. 1 teaspoon vanilla. So we're using the paddle attachment. We'll whisk that up. Or sorry, mix that up. All right. So you're gonna need to scrape the sides a lot because it's a very thick mixture. I like to do 1 cup of powdered sugar and 1 tablespoon. Mix that up and then add the rest. And then scrape the sides in between. All right, that is some pretty perfect looking buttercream. Yeah, so we'll put this into a separate bowl until and then make the other frosting, the colored frosting. All right. And now the last bit is, so we want to decorate our cakes with beautiful colors and beautiful frosting. So we're going to make some just royal icing. And let's see, so we're going to do some meringue powder. I'm going to do half the recipe. So I'll do 1.5 teaspoons of the meringue powder. Okay. And then just 1 cup of my confectioner sugar. And then I'll do about maybe 1.5 tablespoons of warm water. And then whatever food coloring you want. Now that only needs to be about a few drops. I don't have any food coloring at my house. I'm just gonna add a little bit of vanilla for flavor and just have white vanilla and chocolate as my contrasting colors. All right, mix that up. So this frosting you want to put into a piping bag. And so the best way to get, or the least messy way to get the frosting into a piping bag is to use a cup. This frosting is very sticky. Okay, and so we don't want to make a mess. So you kind of just fold the bag over the lip of the cup and then just scoop in the frosting. All right, decorating time. So you'll get a cake platter. Frost your cake with the chocolate frosting. And then you're gonna decorate it. So it's important that you and your group agree on how you should decorate it, whether it's gonna be flowers or if it's gonna have lettering, whatever it is, make sure you agree. Maybe sketch it out, and then you just start decorating. So I'm gonna do some lettering. It's not that great, but I'm an amateur, so it's okay. All right, so whatever you do to decorate it, I'm sure it's gonna be beautiful. And I hope you learned a lot from this video demo. Thanks for watching.